Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakudash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, this devil on the move again. And what you're seeing before you is from one of the top devils on this earth. You see, right? Him and his, I believe, ex-wife now. I think they got divorced. But you see the topic on their website of things to come. It says digital IDs are an effective tool against poverty. So they real life letting you know exactly who has the red dot on their chest, who got the cross on their chest, right? Basically who the target is, right? It's the oppressed, right? It says a global solution is making them available to millions, right? Our global identity problem. Straight from the horse's mouth. Alright, let me see. Where I want to start. I'll start right here. It says people living in low and middle income countries are more likely to go without ID. More than half of those without proof of ID are children whose births were not registered. 1 in 2 women in low income countries do not have ID. And even among those whose identity can be verified, many lack documentation that is suited to the digital age. Right? Digital age. Okay. It says this means many of the resources that could help them improve their quality of life are out of reach. So, of course, they're appealing to the hearts of the people to say, well, people need help. You know what I'm saying? You got these low-end countries that they don't have access to modern technology in this technological age. So deal waits, right? Has the solution. All right. It says, let me see. Fortunately, a formidable solution has emerged. An open source, customizable digital ID system called Modular Open Source Identity Platform, or MOTB. Says that is available to all countries for free. So you see how it went from impoverished countries to all countries just that fast. Right? And this devil talking about he helping everybody. So if it's for impoverished individuals in quote unquote impoverished countries, it's going to be for impoverished individuals, right? In big countries, such as the daughter of Babylon. All right, let me see. There's that. It was a part. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Digital ID is a critical piece of digital public infrastructure. Now, hold on one second. Let's see. So the definition of infrastructure: the basic physical and organizational structures and facilities, buildings, roads, power supplies needed for the operation of a society or enterprise, right? Let me see. So it says, where am I? It says digital ID systems are one of the three pillars. Well, digital ID is a critical piece of digital public infrastructure. So basically, digital ID is a critical piece for this new digital society that they plan on real life introducing. It's already here through your smartphones, through your tablets, right? So they are about to go even further. They're finna push the envelope even further. I've seen they producing flying cars, right? So it says digital ID systems are one of the three pillars of what's known as digital public infrastructure. The others are digital payment systems and data exchange systems. By connecting people and making it easier to move money and share information, right? DPI is in many ways the modern day equivalent of the roads and bridges that helped reshape economies in the 19th century. Right, this new digital world order. Right, they got access to everything, and you best believe it's connected to a social credit system, because the only way to have a social credit system is you have to have a digital system to basically track everything that's happening, to track what's being said over the phone, what's being said in your apps, to put it on blast to different organizations and corporations in order to stymie your development in a in a society, right? By you going against the grain of what they want you to do. Right? It says researchers say that DPI can help low and middle income countries leapfrog traditional stages of development. Slop. Right, it says, let me start that over. It says researchers say that DPI can help low and middle income countries leapfrog traditional stages of development, lift millions out of poverty, and spur economic growth. Now, how can a digital ID system do all that? Because it'll be connected to a universal basic income, which will be connected to a social credit system. They basically letting you know everything that they are, I ain't even gonna say plan, everything that they're doing. They putting all of this stuff in action, man. Right? Let's see, it says, explainer, what is digital public infrastructure? Digital public infrastructure is a powerful tool for reducing poverty. Our expert explains what it is and how it's transforming economies worldwide. A digital ID system is critical because people need a verified identity in order to tap into DPI's other benefits, from digital bank accounts and instant payments to mobile phone accounts and personal data management, which we already receive. Right? I was telling somebody the other day, I ain't seen a paper check in years, man. It's been a long time since I seen a paper check for me to have to go cash it somewhere, because everything is instantly placed inside of an account that I just check on my phone, right? And I use, you use your debit card or whatever to go and make purchases. I very rarely go to an ATM, and I know I'm not the only person, right? I don't walk around with cash on me because it really don't make sense to, right? And that's the mindset of basically everybody, with the exception of old heads, you know what I'm saying, that still get down with the money. They probably still got it in their beds. But Esau trying to do away with all that, man. Let me see. We'll go to the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, right? this new thing that we're gonna introduce will save it'll save millions from poverty, and it's free, right? They making it sound sweet, making it sound sincere, making it sound good, but you best believe this devil got an agenda. This devil has a whole agenda for this world. That agenda is spoken of in Revelation 13. This basically what we're reading now. We're reading about the development of Revelation 13. Right? It's different things that are being placed in order to introduce Revelation 13. Right? Like a present with a bow on it. And you get it for free. Right? But it says in the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 16, the enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Right? If he find opportunity. So if he make an opportunity, right? And they speaking about some wild things to come as far as illnesses go. They saying something coming that's going to remind people of 2019, 2020, and 2021. Right? And we all remember what happened to the finances during that time. A lot of businesses had to shut down. Right? And it's all by design. Right? But it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. They already talking about this it's coming. Right? And you got this devil and other devils like him that's already putting things in place. Right? You'll find him there first. Right? It says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Right? This ain't nothing but a front, man. This the damn devil. Right? But it says in this article, the original inspiration for MOSIP or MOSIP was India's National Digital ID System, Aadhaar, which launched in 2009. This ambitious effort would eventually enroll over 99% of all Indian adults. In 2009, they came out with this. All right? It says, I'm not even finna attempt to pronounce this man's name, but it says a professor at the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, right, was sure that Aadhaar would be transformational in the early 1990s. He had worked on technology for people living in poverty in rural areas of India. He saw that access to services was a recurring problem because the villagers didn't have IDs. Right? Now, okay, the villagers didn't have IDs. I don't think they got phones either. So, because in certain parts of India, people living in the wild. So, how they gonna get this thing? How they gonna get MOSIP, MOSIP? Revelation 13, the Charagma. Right? It says they needed an intermediary to vouch for them when they went to a hospital, for example, or when they wanted to access subsidized rations like wheat pulses or sugar. This issue especially affected women living in poverty. Right? Let me see. This a pretty long. It's a pretty lengthy article. Right? And I'm not finna read it out. So, let's see. You see Well, hold on, let me see. The MOTB illustrates how technology that can be harnessed for good on a massive scale. The MOTB team hopes that the system will register 1 billion people over the next decade while they work on ways to integrate it with other systems to make life easier for people, right? I mean, let's make everything easy for the people. Since when do the devil give two damns about the people? So you man, it should be all kind of red flags popping up about this, man. But hey, the majority of people see this as the devil really trying to help them. They're like, man, the dude that that used to own, I don't know if he still owns it or not, but the Microsoft dude, you know what I'm saying? He got a good heart. First, when that thing came out, he was the first one to suggest, cups of juice for everybody. Now, he trying to fix poverty, man. That's a good dude. Right? The majority of people are dumb as hell. Right? The majority of the Most High people are dumb as hell. I say in the book of Jeremiah, for my people are foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children. Wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right? I think that's Jeremiah 4. Yep. Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. Right? So let me see if I can find something else in here. Oh, wait a minute now. It says to maximize inclusivity, the team gave people several options for sharing their biometric data. Biometric data. Right? Let's look up that word biometric. All right, let me see. Biometric, the automated recognition of individuals by means of unique physical characteristics, typically for the purposes of security, the application of statistical and analysis to biological data. Let me see. Biometric. Biological measurements or physical characteristics that can be used to identify individuals, right? Bio meaning like your body, your physical. And I'm guessing metrics. Metric would be a measurement. Let me see. Okay, the term biometrics is derived from the Greek words bio meaning life and metric meaning to measure. All right. Biometrics, life measurement. Hell nah. That damn devil. Let me see where I'm at. Says to maximize inclusivity, the team gave people several options for sharing their biometric data. It says including scans of their fingerprints, iris, or face. This was helpful in places like Ethiopia, where few people had ever had their fingerprint scanned. One day, an elderly man at a registration center talked excitedly about how his new ID would enable him to access services without having to give a cut to a middleman. But as he placed his fingers on the scanner, his hands shook so much that the machine was unable to get a clear scan. The man worried that he would not be able to get his ID. The dozens of other people in line, mothers holding children, other elderly people looked on, wondering if they too would encounter the same problem. The operator switched to an iris scanner, which worked The gentleman was very happy, said Buttero, MOTB's head of country implementation, who was visiting the registration site that day. So, okay. So they had to switch it up. The old man put his hand on the scanner. He was shaking so bad he couldn't get it. So what if your hand's shaking and you got cataracts? So your eyes ain't really how they supposed to be, right? Long story short, this is all adding up and equaling Revelation 13, the Karagman, man. And who's leading this thing? The damn devil. The damn devil. Let me see. But this also means that we witnessing something, man. And what we're seeing is something that's righteous, bro. Something our forefathers wanted to see and pray about. Something that the disciples asked the Messiah to see. All right, so let me go to the book of let's see. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 16. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Right? We're seeing the fall of Esau, Edom's kingdom, because he about to take it to the max with that wickedness and iniquity, man. This devil full-fledged coming out with the MOTB, man. That's crazy. Hey, but call Haloyim La Yahweh by Shemi Hawah Shai by Shem Harakako Dash for it, man. Right? Devil coming in disguise like he helping people. Look, even faking the people out with a card going into a box. This ain't got nothing to do with no damn card. We just read it. All right? It ain't got a damn thing to do with a card. The devil and all of his cohorts. And so, let me end with this, man. Let me go to the book of Ephesians. Let's see. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15 says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is. And the will of Yahweh is to destroy Babylon. Right? And he gives us the blueprint of that destruction in the Bible. Revelation 14 says, if you take that thing, it's over with, man. Right? So whenever they say, hey, this need to go into your body, if you agree to it, just know you just signed, sealed, and delivered yourself to the second death. Right? So stand firm in your beliefs. Stand firm in faith, man. Down what this devil talk about, because he gonna shame you, bro. They already do it in China. And it's crazy how all these nations, we just read about India, they been on their digital ID thing. China been on their social credit system. They been on it. So once the daughter of Babylon get it, it's gonna go to a whole nother level. All right? And then comes destruction. And so with that, Yahweh by Shem Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakakodah. Shalom Yashala.